Yes, my dear children, we are on the last part of this unit, that is magnetism and matter, magnetic effect of current. Today's our learning objective that we are going to see, my dear children, here, that is hysteresis. What do you mean by this? In this hysteresis, we are going to see the lagging of intensity of magnetization, the lagging of in that hysteresis, the lagging of intensity of magnetization, the lagging of intensity of magnetization, say I, or magnetic induction B, or magnetic induction B behind the magnetizing field H, behind the magnetizing field H, behind the magnetic field H, during the process of magnetization and demagnetization. So we are going to draw a graph here in between I or H. Here you can see the graph is either in I intensity of magnetization or magnetizing field H, or B or H. Here the graph is something like this. I am going to explain here. This is the starting point O, A, here is the point B, here is the point C, D, E, F, and this graph. Now, draw this graph, then I am going to explain what do you mean by here of intensity of magnetization and magnetizing field graph, what it shows during the time of magnetization and demagnetization. And you can see point number 1, at the point O, the magnetizing field H is 0, and H is 0, and intensity of magnetization or magnetic induction is also 0. Start with. At the point O, I can say like this: the part OA of curve shows that I or B increases with H. I or B increases with H increases. जैसे जैसे ये बढ़ रहा है वैसे वैसे ये बढ़ रहा है. देखिए, is it clear? At point A, the ferromagnetic material acquires the state of saturation. इसके बाद नहीं बढ़ रहा है. This state is called state of saturation. When H decreases, अब वापस आइए आप देखिए. When H decreases, I or B also decreases along AB, not along this. जैसे जैसे H कम किया, I और B decreases. So at point B, magnetizing field H becomes 0. At the point B here, the magnetizing field is 0, but intensity of magnetization or magnetic induction is not 0. Here is that OB. It is non-zero. This property is called retentivity. This property is called here retentivity, where the value of I or B of a material when the magnetizing field H is reduces to 0. This is called residual magnetism also. Residual magnetism or retentivity, I may call it is. The retentivity is measured by the part OB of the curve. Retentivity is measured here by the part OB of the curve. Then now H is increased in reverse direction. Here H is increased in reverse direction to make I और B 0. I और B यहाँ पर डिक्रीज हो रहे हैं बच्चों along BC and becomes 0 at the point C. जब H को हमने नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में बढ़ाया तो it is 0 here. This property is called coercivity. This property here it is called coercivity, where the reverse magnetic field required to reduce residual magnetism, जो residual magnetism बचा हुआ था हमारे पास, that will become 0. This is measured by the part OC of the curve. This is measured by the part OC of the curve. Now, further H increases, I or B increases, here C. I or B increases along CD. At the point D, material acquires state of magnetic saturation at this point. जैसे जैसे H बढ़ाया I और B बढ़ रहा है in opposite direction और this point D is called state of saturation. Now H increases, again see here. Now H decreases, the magnetic field H becomes 0. Before I or B, H पहले 0 हो रहा है, I or B is not 0. Again we are seeing here, H is 0 but I or B is not equal to 0. It is lagging behind. So this process where H becomes 0 but I or B is not 0, this lagging behind is called hysteresis. So the important point, the area of this hysteresis, this one, is a measure of energy dissipated per cycle. इसका जो एरिया आएगा बच्चों इस hysteresis कर्व का, the area of this hysteresis loop is measure of energy dissipated per cycle per unit volume of the specimen. Is it clear? So remember it, and it depends on the nature of the material. Or your material is ferromagnetic, paramagnetic, or any other material are there. The SI system of area of BH loop, the area of the BH loop here, that is equal to mu naught into the area of BH loop is equal to the mu naught area of IH loop. Here, write down and draw the diagram. So here you can say the area becomes mu naught times the area of IH loop. The loss in energy appears as a heat. The loss in energy जो भी होगा यहाँ पर, that will be appears as a heat. Then my dear children, the slope of pH curve gives permeability of the material. The slope of the pH curve gives the permeability of the material, while the slope of the IH curve gives the susceptibility. Slope of the BH curve gives the permeability, whereas the slope of the IH curve gives the susceptibility. If इस पूरे hysteresis loop का एरिया A मान लें, A is the area of the loop, V is the volume of the material, N is the frequency, then energy lost in magnetizing and demagnetizing. Here is the magnetizing and demagnetizing specimen for a time t is equal to आ जाएगा बच्चों, E is equal to A, V and T. That is in joule. If you want to find out in calorie, the heat produced would be A, V and T divided by joule J. That comes out into the calorie. So heat produced would be equal to A, B and T divided by J, that is in calorie, 4.12. Okay, so write down this. Then we are going to see soft and hard magnetic material. Then we are going to see Then, my dear children, we are going to see soft and hard magnetic material. Here, soft and hard magnetic material. Soft and hard magnetic material. Another learning objective that we are going to discuss is this one. Soft and hard magnetic material. In soft magnetic material, the material have a low retentivity, low corrosivity. That type of material is called soft material. Small stresses loss. Stresses loss with small होगा. And high saturation magnetization. High saturation magnetization. Otherwise, all the things are low. Retentivity, corrosivity. That is material called soft material. These are suitable for the temporary magnetism. अगर आपको temporary magnetism बनाना है, so we have to take such type of material for making electromagnets, cores of the transformer, motor generator, audio coils. इन सब में बच्चों जो मटेरियल काम में लेते हैं, that material is called soft material. Then we have to see another material. That material, these materials have a high retentivity, high corrosivity. So, if I draw a diagram here in this manner, see, for soft magnetic material, the area of this curve is small, like this. This is for soft magnetic material. And hard magnetic material, like this, in this manner. So this is for soft and this is for hard. In hard magnetic material, the material have a high retentivity, high corrosivity and larger stresses loss. ये एरिया ज्यादा होता है. Larger stresses loss, high retentivity, high corrosivity. That type of material is called hard magnetic material. And high saturation magnetization. These are suitable for permanent magnet. ऐसे जो मेटेरियल होते हैं बच्चों, they are suitable for permanent magnetism. So for we can say steel, alnico, aluminium, nickel, cobalt. ये alnico, that is an alloy of iron, aluminium, nickel, cobalt, copper are used in making and different types of permanent magnet. अगर आपको permanent magnet बनाना है, तो we have to take such type of material, electric meters, loud speakers. So what is the difference in between soft iron and steel? If I want to compare the soft iron and steel, so with the help of diagram, I can you explain here. Here, the comparison in between soft iron and steel. Here, just to draw the diagram in between I and H. Here, this is the diagram for soft iron, where the area of this stress is very small, and that here for it is steel, hard material. The area of stasis loop for soft iron is much smaller than for steel. देखिए इसका ज्यादा इसका कम है. The area of stasis loop here you can see like this. So energy loss per unit volume per cycle, soft iron is smaller than steel. The retentivity of soft iron is greater than that of steel. Corrosivity of steel is much larger than that of soft iron. Magnetization and demagnetization is easier in soft iron than steel. These are the differences between the soft iron and these things. Soft iron is more strongly magnetized than steel. Okay? Draw this diagram. Then we are going to see some numericals of our NCERT chapter. Now, my dear children, open your NCERT textbook and see some questions of our NCERT chapter number 4, that is moving charges, magnetic effect of current. NCERT chapter 4. See in your book at page number say 169, question number 4.1. Read the question carefully and see what is there. A circular coil of wire consisting of 100 turns. What are the things given here? The number of turns, here it is 100 turns, each of radius 8 centimeter. The radius here it is 8 centimeter, carries a current of 0.40 ampere. This is the current here. What is the magnitude of the magnetic field B at the center of the coil? B is at center. Write all the formulas of all the chapters which we have read on a single page for per chapter. Because as you know, our paper pattern is multiple choice questions, case study questions. So dear children, what is the formula we have to use here? B is equal to mu naught N I upon 2A. Here it is the radius A. It is in centimeter. So convert it into a meter, that is 8 into 10 raised to power minus 2. The value of mu naught is 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. Number of turns 100. Current 0.4 naught. Twice into radius 8 into 10 raised to power minus 2 meter. Now the important part is how much time you are taking in solving the calculation. Solve it, what you are getting here. Here we are getting that pi into 10 raised to power minus 6 Tesla. Or calculate it, you will get the result here. This is our question number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, all are very easy question, my dear children. So we can see here 4.6. Another question that I am taking here of your NCERT textbook, you have to solve all the small questions based on the formula. Here we are taking another question, that is 4.6 on same page number 169 of our NCERT. What are the things given? First write down here. A 3 centimeter wire carrying a current of 10 ampere. Length of the wire दिया हुआ है, current दी हुई है 10 ampere, is placed inside a solenoid. एक solenoid में एक wire रखा हुआ है इस प्रकार से. A wire is placed in a solenoid of length, current ये पास हो रही है perpendicular to its axis. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is given by 0.27 Tesla. What is the magnitude or magnetic force on the wire? What is the magnetic force on the wire? The things given here it is, that is B, it is the magnetic field, I is the current, and length 3 centimeter. That is 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. The formula for the force is BIL. That is in perpendicular, so angle is theta 90 degree. Put all the values here. That is B is 0.27, I is 10 ampere, and length is 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. Solve it. 0.27. So that comes out to be 8.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. Force, that is in Newton. Today you have to do the numericals from 1 to 8. If you have any problem, then we will discuss in our next module of this chapter and next chapter, that is magnetism and matter. Okay, bye.